How you doing, everybody, and welcome to Dicey Decisions, where we roll dice, spin stories, and play some Dungeons and Dragons! This week's Dicey Spotlight is the Recipe for Adventure cards. It is a Kickstarter that can be found in the description down below. It is a set of cards where every card has a fun recipe for, like, a meal or something, written in fantasy lingo. Kind of keeps the theming in. However, the back of each card has a customized adventure that leads your adventurers down a dangerous path to get the missing ingredient for the recipe on the front. There are only 3 days left in this Kickstarter. Go check it out. It's really awesome. It is being run by the RPG Crate people, so if you are familiar with them, then you should be familiar with this, and if you're not, go check it out. Once again, that is in the description down below. So, without any further ado, please enjoy this episode of Dicey Decisions. Last we left our story, Helga, Kat, Finnan, Gurg, and Oran had all ventured out in search of a ruin, said to hold a stolen artifact that could perhaps bring their friend Soot back from the dead. After sneaking past vicious reptiles and outwitting brainless slimes, you found yourselves in the private study of Benneth Harpsong, slime enthusiast, proud demon worshipper, and incel deviantart creator.
My lord.
As you climb into an old sunken sewer system, lit only by a candle on a high platform at the south end, is the man, the myth, the legend, Kylo Renneth. Covered in a sheen of sweat, his skin pallid and slightly jaundiced, he whips around, seemingly interrupted from a sort of ritual by your entrance. He points and cries out in a dark language as an oozing black mass rises from the central platform. With no further ado, I need everyone to roll initiative. Alright, so, at the top of initiative is... He only gets a +2. Wow, Jesus. Alright. Oh my god, 21, 20, 19? I just looked at the screen. Alright, you guys jumped. You were ready to fucking go.
We really took initiative there.
I'm leaving.
Yeah, that's better. Okay, so, in our initiative order, begins with Finnan with a 21. What are you doing?
Okay.
If I need to kind of describe it all a little bit better, because there's a lot of multi elevations here.
Because this middle section is a raised dais with a black ooze, correct?
Correct. Yeah. So what you're looking at is this is a mostly what you can see of it, of course, because I believe Finnan is carrying the torch. It's a relatively square chamber with these 4 L-shaped bits in platforms in the corners that are the lowest elevation, and then a plus-shaped dais that has the... Actually, no. It would be... Alright, let me start over. So it is a square chamber where the north side, the 2 corners on the top of the square as you were looking at it, those are the lowest elevation, with 3 of the points of the plus-shaped dais in the center coming down from stairs to meet at the same level as you. Then those stairs go up to the top of the dais, which then the 4th point goes up to the south end, where currently you see Benneth standing kind of at a table with the candle lit, and then some stairs go up a little bit more to some more platforms.
Okay. Finnan is going to leap across to the dais.
All right.
Actually, first off, he's going to hand the torch to Oran.
All right. I can say that you do that as that will count as your bonus action to pass an item off to someone,
That's fair.
as opposed to being your whole action.
And then he's going to leap across to the dais.
40, 20. Okay. So that dais, directly diagonally across from you, is about 5 feet up. There is a rock kind of poking out of the water there, so I'm going to have you roll an athletics or acrobatics check to kind of leap up to it.
I was actually going to go across, like, directly south of me and try to go straight for Kylo Benneth.
Okay, I see what you're trying to do. Okay. Yeah, let me just do so you're trying to go directly south here, basically?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So you can easily leap 5 feet without it being an issue. So yeah, so you go there. That's let me see. That was 5, 10, 15 of your speed. Are you dashing?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. You have what, 25 or regular 30?
25.
All right.
And
so
small.
Yeah, so that was 20, 25, then 5, 10. Well, actually, you would be getting within the range of that large ooze-like creature. Are you gonna just keep going with it? Or were you going to try to leap up to the other kind of corner platform?
Either that or onto that rock.
The other rock? Okay,
And kind of, skirt around the edge to get straight over to Grease Man over there.
30, 30, 40, 45. Okay, I can say you can get... Yeah, we can math it that you can get to right about, like, you kind of leap to the rock and whatnot, but for all of this, I'm going to have you roll an acrobatics check.
Alrighty.
Get up on the man.
That I can do, and I'm just gonna use... I'm gonna use roll 20 dice today. I'm not having the energy.
No worries.
Feeling brave.
See, that is a 12 total.
Alright. Water isn't rushing particularly difficult.
Excuse me.
Yeah. Yeah, so, you all watch as, Finnan tosses the torch to Oran,
Coin.
and
Who's
he
Witcher?
tosses a coin to his bard, ironically, and,
Hat.
Hat.
he draws his, rapier and nimbly leaps from rock to platform to rock, up to platform again, scrambling up, and then gets with, in a fighting stance right up on Benneth. What are you doing? Well, that's actually your whole action. Yeah. I lied.
Yeah. I will not ask to do any more after all of that.
Yeah, you got up to him, but that's
I'm
it.
just gonna kind of give him a roguish grin
Okay, yeah.
and just kind of say, "Howdy doody."
Howdy doody.
Just
Howdy
leaps
doody.
up and says, "Howdy doody."
Oh no, hold on. I gotta. If we're going with
I don't
Star
know.
Wars, I gotta go. Hello there.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'd imagine him like getting right up to him, just holding a finger up and opening his mouth, like about to say something like, ah.
I'm about to say something witty on my next turn. Next up, Helga, what are you doing?
Also move up to Guy alongside Bean.
All right. So you're going to basically take the same path, jumping across rocks and platforms, or are you gonna pass by the large ochre-colored object?
I'll hippity hoppity the same way that Finn did.
All right.
Please
go ahead
don't-
and make an acrobatics check.
Please don't fall.
Don't fall. Okay. Hold on.
What is your movement speed, Helga?
70.
You're cute.
Come on.
40. That's what I thought.
Yes.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35,
Is it acrobatics?
40. Yeah, acrobatics to get kind of basically there.
8.
Okay. So you get across the first rock just fine, and you leap to
Hippity hop.
the... You leap to the first rock. Or actually, you don't even have to leap to the first rock. You just, you just rush past Gurg, because he lets you by easily. And you leap to the first platform, and then you try to follow Finnan, but your foot slips on that rock, and you fall into the water. It's not that deep, but you are now, you used about, what, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25? I'll say you use about 20 feet of your movement, and to stand back up, you have to use the rest of your movement. So you're now standing about waist deep in this, admittedly kind of rank water.
Ew. Okay.
With Finnan and Benneth basically about 20 feet above you.
Dang.
And the
is there a
the
way up
dais,
to them?
well, the dais to the left of you is about 10 feet up, so you could like jump up and reach it easily. But
Next turn.
I mean it's 10 feet from you know, your foot level, so it's not 10 feet above your head.
But you said I had to use the rest of my movement to get back up, so I
Yeah,
can't.
you
I have
used
to
up
wait
the
for
rest of
them.
your movement, so you still have a bonus action and an action if you want to dash.
Yeah, let me dash up or dash to try and climb up.
Dash away,
Question
dash
mark?
away, dash away, all. Yeah, dash is just using your movement again. So go ahead and
Yeah.
roll athletics check just to climb up, because it's kind of slick. It's everything around here is covered in a layer of grime.
Man, why couldn't I use athletics the first time? Shit.
Because you were trying to jump on small things.
Jumping is athletic. 15. Which is hilarious because both times I rolled a base of 8. Or no, I rolled a base of 7. No, I rolled a base of 7 the first time, plus 0. Or no, plus 1 and got an 8. This time I rolled an 8, added 7. Because that's the difference there.
Oh my god.
Anywho. So I make it up, I guess.
Yeah, you after kind of shaking yourself off, you try not to imagine how awful you smell right now, which is very difficult considering how attuned your senses are to smell.
Stink.
You clamber up with
What kind-
10 feet of your movement, 20,
What kind
30.
of awful smell?
like old
Like
poop
that-
and stagnant water, and a
Stagnant
little
water.
something
Like-
else.
Am I standing in raw sewage?
You're standing in what used to be free-flowing water, and now it's gotten kind of stanky and nasty, and it's probably been what Benneth has been pooping in and peeing in, and whatever these slime
Ew.
creatures have been, you know, swimming around in.
Excreting it. Ew, I hate
Yeah.
it.
So you're able to get up on Benneth as he stands up on this dais and sees these two warriors charging at him. One of them nimbly leaping across the rocks, the other one making it.
Look at me. I'm covered in your waste.
Covered in the filth. Alright, next up is Katrina.
Can I intimidate him with his own stank?
Roll an intimidation check.
Yes! Nine.
We'll see
Probably
if it works.
not that intimidating.
Alright, Katrina.
I am going to. I'm gonna hoppity hop onto the little buddy here.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah, you can hop onto that rock. Where are you going from there?
Oh, once I get onto the rock, and then I'm gonna continue moving.
Go ahead and roll your acrobatics check.
So much hippity hopping.
Yeah, everyone's just jumping onto these slippery fucking rocks, and...
Dying. Almost
Alright,
dying.
Katrina, you also slip into the water
That's
Yay,
fine.
stanky girls.
with your 3 that you rolled.
Oof.
Sorry, I didn't give you the benefit of being able to say it out loud.
It's okay.
Stanky girls.
I'm
Stanky
gonna
girls.
stand up and
Uh-huh.
use whatever amount of movement.
Mm-hmm. You can stand up and you have about 5 feet of movement left.
Dust off my bum,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm going to cast Burning Hands. The slimy boy. I am going to cast Burning Hands on Le Slimy boy.
Okay, you are... How tall are you?
6'1", or 5'1".
5'1". Okay, you are currently up to your chest in water, and that platform is like about 5 feet above your head, and you cannot see the sludge monster from here.
Okay, then I guess I'll use my last bit of movement to pull myself up.
All right, go ahead and roll an athletics check to pull yourself up.
Oh. Egg. Baby kitty. Oof. That was not fun.
9.
Okay. 9. You kind of scrabble on it. You can't get any purchase. It's really slick and gross here. Perhaps this slime creature has scraped its way over. And actually, as you try to grab onto it, you realize that the stone here it looks kind of eroded but worn smooth. Kind of like it's less like it's been abraded smooth and more like it's been like a chemical reaction.
I don't want to be in the water for a long amount of time. I'm gonna use my action to double dash then, so I can get up.
Okay. I'll say that you already kind of failed your climb check, so you're gonna have to kind of wade your way through the water, which is difficult terrain. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and you move over to one of the lower platforms that's attached to the stairs to the central dais, and you can get up onto that. And that's your turn.
And nope, because I'm gonna use my action surge.
Oh shit!
Oh!
Had that, didn't you, hoes?
Well, it had a -3, but it still rolled a 19, so that's a 16. It does save, so half damage.
Damn.
But you still do damage, so what is the damage?
I rolled a 9.
9. So that's reduced to 4. Okay. Alright, so that is the end of your turn. It is now the slime's turn. And on its turn, it is going to... Yeah, just gonna go ahead and...
Slime.
Yeah, it's gonna go ahead and slime you. So, it's going to, you watch as this bubbling, large, just oozing mass, seems to rise up a bit, and then almost like just a part of it whips out towards you, Katrina, as it moves towards you. Which means it needs to actually do that. Just like, just dragging itself with these little feelers that it stretches out and grabs onto the stone, where it makes a little hissing sound as it touches, and then one of those little feelers swells up and it straight up punches out at you, and that is
at Cat.
at Katrina, and that is a 10 to hit.
Don't hit, boy.
All right, that does not hit.
Katrina's too cool for that.
Alright, that's its turn. Alright, so that's the slime, followed by Benneth, whomst is going to... let me see.
Yeah, what is Grease Man going to do?
Funny you should mention that. He is actually going to cast Grease.
Great.
Strange.
So you watch as he mutters these dark arcane words that seem to echo in the air around you, and he wipes his brow and throws it at the ground between you two, Finnan and Helga, and as he throws it on the ground, it splashes out with a lot more volume than it did originally, and he casts Grease. So the two of you, so it's like a 10-foot square, so I will draw that in.
We've been greased.
Y'all been greased.
Ew, I hate it.
Yeah, it's pretty gross.
Take it back. Make it go away. Ew.
Sorry. He throws it at y'all, at all of y'all's feet, so, like, actually, the weird thing about it is it doesn't seem to affect him at all. I'm just gonna make it, like...
Yeah, he's immune to grease, because he is...
Go grease line and you're burning up like on my...
Grease lightning.
Yeah, so that's the grease.
Thanks, Troy.
I need the two of you to make a dexterity
kid.
saving throw.
Dexterity saving throw, you got it.
Dexterity.
Let's see, dexterity saving throw. Hell yeah, 18.
I got a 10.
Alright, Helga, you sadly fall prone.
Ah, I am sad.
You slip and fall prone on the stairs.
Oh no.
Which hurts kinda, that hurts like a bitch. You feel something in your back twinge a bit. But
Is it my,
luckily that's
is it
not
my
much
tail?
more.
Is it my tail?
Bone.
You don't have a tail.
Yeah, I do.
Yet.
I have a tail. I never told you this, but how could that? She has a vestigial tail. As in her human form.
Alright, you're killing me. And Benneth is going to straight up leap off the side and into the water. Finn, and you do get a attack of opportunity.
I was just about to ask. Alright, so I would just make that as a regular ass attack, correct?
Mm-hmm. Just a regular melee attack.
Except it's not on your turn. That's the cool part.
Alright, that's a 15 to hit.
That does hit.
Alright, am I able to get sneak attack currently?
Let me see, because...
And do you have my new way of sneak attack?
Yeah, but, well, I mean, Helga's still within 5 feet. Let me see, because I want to check the wording of sneak attack. Is it once per round or once per turn?
Once per turn.
Once per turn. So that's only during your turn.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, so you do not get your sneak attack on that because it's a reaction. So.
No, I get it.
Didn't mean to say that twice.
You're a reaction.
You're a reaction. But you do hit, so what's your damage? What's your damage?
Oh, that's not the right roll. Okay, so it's another case of... Let's see, will this do what I need it to? Yes, 11 damage.
Nice. As you, that is a piercing, weapon, correct?
Correct.
All right. As you kind of stab at him as he moves, he kind of like jiggles a bit. And it doesn't seem to do as much damage as you thought it would have.
I don't like this.
And he leaps into the water with a sploosh and disappears.
Great.
Sploosh.
Sploosh indeed.
So yeah, that's gonna be it for his turn. Gurg and Oran are going to,
What the fuck now?
do stuff. Let's see. Both Gurg and Oran share a look. Gurg leaps up across,
Is it a
5,
gale?
10, 20. And he charges at the ooze-like creature. And Oran is going to kind of stand there and hold the light up so that you can see. Because that's useful. And Gurg is just going to go ahead and his arms both make this powerful whirring sound and almost charge up as he punches out at the ooze. Gurg
Ooze.
didn't do shit to it. He seems to he tries to swipe out of it, but it's got this strange amorphous form, and as soon as he punches out, it like kind of caves away from him, so he doesn't even connect.
Aww.
And that's it for his turn. Next up, top of the round, Finnan.
All right, so you said that Kylo Benneth was standing next to this altar thing, correct?
Yes.
Is there any sort of glowy bits coming from it at the moment?
Currently there is an open excuse me. There is a large dingy platter upon which there are a number of bloody objects that you can't quite ascertain what they are at the current moment. There is a large ornate cup and a lit candle. The cup appears to be filled with a human heart.
Oh.
My thinking is that I'm going to try to disrupt the ritual by messing with this.
Okay.
There's something that he must have been concentrating on. So I'm going to attempt to just upturn the table.
Roll to flip table.
What kind of
That's
roll
gonna-
would that be?
That's going to be an athletics check, my friend.
That is an
pretty-
18.
And that'll do it. You brace your legs, put your hands against it, and just flip the table over. The candle does go out, plunging you and Helga into darkness.
This is fine.
Yeah, plunging you two into darkness. There's a clatter and a nasty, wet, squishing sound.
I'm going to try to move to support, or to at least be kind of between the ooze and Kylo Benneth, in case he tries to, like, come around and flank us.
You're trying to get between the two of them?
Yeah, so I'm gonna, let me see, can I draw where I want to go?
If you click and hold, it should make a little ping.
So yeah, I'm gonna try to go, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Just so I can kind of be, because I could easily see him trying to come up on that lowered side of the dais.
Alrighty, you get there and you're kind of peering out into the darkness, just waiting for something to happen.
Hey.
Cool. So, yeah, next up is going to be Helga. You are prone, so you may use half of your movement to stand up, and you are no
I'm gonna
longer
do that.
prone.
I'm gonna do that, and then move over into light to go
Okay.
try and help fight the slime thing.
Okay, you're just gonna run up to the slime thing?
Yeah. Let's do that.
All right. You can only get right about there because you used up half your movement. Yeah, you're 5, 10,
yeah.
15, 20.
Alright, let me throw a javelin at him then.
Go for it. You do have your lightning javelin.
I do have the lightning javelin. I think I might. Well,
And you have other javelins, though.
hold on. Let me read up the lightning javelin again.
No worries.
Apparently, I didn't know what it does. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna use it as like,
A regular javelin.
yeah.
All right. ahead and-
Well, nah. I think I have a hand axe. I'm gonna throw a hand.
All right. You throw your hand axe. Go ahead and roll ranged attack.
Oh, I guess I'd have to. Oh, thrown 5 feet thrown.
What did you roll? Take what you rolled and let me see. You rolled an 8, plus your proficiency, which is 3. So what's your dex bonus? +1?
Yeah. 8,
All
3,
right.
1, 12.
Yeah. So you got a 12. That does hit. So
Take that, you sludge.
what does that do? Slashing damage?
Yep. I mean, I guess it depends on how it hits when I throw it.
well,
Blunt force trauma.
it does slashing damage. How much damage do you do?
Oh yeah, I have to roll for dabblage.
You do.
Roll for that dabblage. Yep, like that.
Hold on. Sorry, navigating the mobile is tricky.
Navigating that mobile is tricky. Tricky.
It's tricky to navigate on mobile. Oh, what did I clicked something. It didn't work. I don't like it.
Do you want me to click
Here.
it in chat?
Yeah.
Alright, I got you. Alright, you did 9 slashing dabblage.
Hooray.
Did they
However-
use the lightning javelin?
No.
No, it was
Oh, okay.
it was a hand axe.
I definitely zoned out. I apologize.
No, you're
That's
good.
okay. I zoned out too.
Interesting. Okay, so go ahead and make a note somewhere that hand
Me?
axe. Yes, you. Go ahead and make a note somewhere that hand axe from now on has a -1 penalty to all damage rolls. Because as
Damn.
it strikes and kind of it sinks into the
You
ooze.
said -1 to damage.
-1 to all damage forever.
Okay,
that-
so
To that one hand
me-
axe.
let me see. So I'll just add that under its description because I think I just have the one hand axe.
Yeah, I think you lost the other one.
So I'll just edit it
Sure thing.
and have it be 1d6 plus 3 instead of 4.
Yeah, that works out. So as you throw the hand axe, it sinks into the ooze very easily, almost too easily, and you watch as the ooze, from the point where you cut it, divides. So yeah, Helga, that's what you do on your turn. You have now created 2 oozes.
I made 2.
Yep, you hit 1 and made 2.
Amazing.
All right, anything else you'd like to do? Bonus action, perhaps?
Bonus action. Wait, does that mean I could attack again if I wanted, or?
Anything that is listed as a bonus action, you can do as a bonus action.
Okay. Rage.
Okay, and Helga goes into a rage.
Roar.
Which I think this is the first time Finnan has even seen that.
Yeah, so you watch as this, normally dark-haired, muscly woman grows slightly, and her muscles bulge even more, and her hair turns this, eggshell white. And so does the hair
I thought
on her...
it was more of a frosty white.
Yeah. Her hair turns white, so does the hair. All the hair on her body, she's a very hairy woman, turns white as her eyes, her pupils become pinpricks as she flies into a rage. You can see her canines have elongated ever so slightly.
Finnan is just looking
And
up
Cat-
and just... Oh, sorry.
No, you're good. Say what you were gonna say.
Finnan is just looking up at Helga and just going... Go! Do the thing!
And then Cat yells, "See, doesn't the bear thing make so much more sense now? Like, I
Dude.
can't believe I didn't paste this together."
Yeah, I mean, if I had seen this before, yeah, I would have been totally on your side about this.
She has solved the bear moon puzzle.
The bear moon puzzle. And with that, Katrina, it is your turn.
Well, Burning Hands didn't make it split last time.
Burning hands again.
Can I hit both of them where I'm standing?
You most certainly can.
Yee.
Watch as Katrina waves her arms again, and a sheet of white hot sparks just shoot out from her fingertips like they did before. And they both have to make separate dexterity saving throws because they're separate entities now.
And that would be 14.
Yes, ma'am. Oh, that's cocked. Ooh, that's a natural 20, but the other one got a 13 minus 3, so one of them failed. We'll say the closest one to you because reasons. So roll damage.
That is 13 points of damage for one of them, half of that for the other.
Hell yes. Good stuff. Watch as the parts of the black ooze sizzles and kind of evaporates off, and it makes this horrible, acrid, acid-like smell. Half 13 is gonna be 6. All right.
Like when I fart.
Pretty much like exactly when you fart. Anything you'd like to do for your bonus action or movement?
No, I like where I'm at.
All right. I'm gonna say, yeah, that's the end of your turn. So the slime is trying. So both of these slimes are going to strike out. Yeah.
With some sort of pseudopod.
With a pod, but not really a pod. It's a pseudopod. Yeah.
Yeah,
So both of them rear up. They're both, as they rear up, about the size of Katrina. To kind of give you an idea of their mass, and they both whip out with these big slimy fists. God damn, that is Katrina. That Jiminy Christmas. That's an 11.
Hit?
That does not hit.
Yeah, that does not hit.
All right, yeah, that one didn't fucking hit Gurg either.
Oh, and can I retcon and say for my bonus action that I would have pulled out my my shield? That way I have my armor all the way up to an 18.
You can actually do that as a free action.
Okay, that has been done.
All right, you're fully geared up like a gladiator. Whatever that is. Yep. So that's the slimes. This one tries to shift closer to you, I guess. Yeah. That's about it. The other one just kind of oozes threateningly. Yeah, just which means it is now Benneth's turn. A strange thing happens in as you hear
on the way to the forum.
Strange thing happened on the way to the forum. I know, we're absolute nerds. So, suddenly you all feel yourselves covered in sticky goo as this strange web-like web of ooze just suddenly appears.
Like web?
What?
It's a web-like web.
A web-like web. It's made out of slime though, and it sticks to you and it kind of burns a little bit, but it doesn't actually like hurt or anything like that. There's a lot of rules for this fucking spell. Jiminy
You
Christmas.
done did this to yourself.
I did this to myself, but you know that's what you get when you use cultist stat blocks. You gotta read things. web. Okay, so I need all of you to make a... Oh, nothing actually happens when it's cast. Yep, so that is a section of webbing. Yeah, and it's this 20-foot cube, and this ooze just appears and crashes down on you, and it's sticking, and it's holding you together. The oozes themselves don't seem to be affected by it at all. They seem to absorb it and move through it. But for all of you, it will affect you on your turn.
Wow, I hate it.
Worst. Hello, Carrie. Get off of my computer, you little bastard.
Little
She
bastard.
says
I love you.
no.
All right,
cat.
so that is going to be it for Benneth's turn. It is Gerg and Oran's turn. Gerg, on the beginning of his turn, has to make a dexterity saving throw. So that's a 17. So he is not restrained. However, he has to. He does move himself out of it. And he's also going to slap his hands together, and they morph together into a single circular form that lets out this thrumming bass sound. And he casts Thunder Wave.
Hell yeah, Thunder Wave!
I'm going to click Thunder Wave.
Thunderwave.
Thunder.
Da-na-na-na-da-da.
Feel the thunder.
DC 32, that
Lightning
makes
and the
no
thunder.
sense.
Two kind of people. Two kind of people.
Yep.
The ooze must make a Constitution saving throw. And it made a... Got a fucking 19. Takes half of 2d8 thunder damage. Alright, so that's 7. So it takes fucking 3. Cool. Awesome. Way to go, Gerg.
Yeah, Greg.
Go, Gerg. I'm so proud of you. Alright.
Yeah, Greg.
Oren can't do anything. So he stands there and keeps the light on everything.
Yeah, Greg.
Finnan, at the beginning of your turn, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity saving throw. Go. That is a non-natural 20.
Alright, cool. So you are not restrained by the webs. So you may move, but it is still, I want to say it's difficult. Yeah, it's still difficult terrain.
That's okay, I don't need to move right now.
Alright.
I am going to use Divine Sense.
Okay.
Specifically, I'm going to be looking out towards the water where Benneth went.
Alright. So that's an action. And what's the
Yep.
distance on it? Within 60 feet?
I believe so. Let me double check that.
I mean, this whole chamber is
Yep,
like 50
60
feet
feet.
across. So you would be able to sense anything in this chamber. And actually, you don't sense anything demonic in the water. No fiendish presences or whatnot. You do sense a little strangeness from those oozes, but they're so far removed from what the concept of a fiend is that they don't quite register as more than just blips on your radar. However, you do feel that same stinking, gross presence that you sensed up in the chamber that you sensed was down in here, directly above you all.
I'm not going to look up. I'm not going to look up. I'm not going to look up.
Okay, so you don't look up.
But I don't get anything from the direction that Benneth went.
No, you do feel a tiny little blip from Helga, though. Teeniest little
Great.
blip.
Okay, that was less than helpful. Perfect.
And all of these little blips are fiendish.
All right.
Bonus action?
I mean, I can't really do much of anything.
Alright, then that is your turn. Helga, what are you doing? Oh, actually, no, I'm sorry. Helga, at the beginning of your turn, please make a dexterity saving throw.
Saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
14.
14. Alright,
Mhm.
you are not restrained. You may take your turn as you will.
Hooray. I would like to Use my. Let me move. Can I move up? You said
Yeah,
I'm not
absolutely.
restrained, right? So I can move up to the nearest slime.
Yep.
And
It'll be 5, 10, 15, 20 to get to the nearest slime.
Yep.
As you kind of wade through the sticky, just mass that's attaching to everything, and it's like 5 feet thick. This is, it's like sticking to the walls and stretching across, and like you have to push through it, kind of pull it off of yourself, and you get to the fucking ooze, which is just
cool. Gonna hit it with my great axe.
go for it. Roll an
But I'm
attack.
also gonna activate the ice claw.
Excellent. You watch as Helga's bracers glow with this bright blue energy, and ice across the blade of her axe, and like creates like extra spikes on it as she swings down with force.
So that's a 15 to hit.
That most certainly hits. Go ahead and roll your damage and extra ice damage.
So I fucking clicked on it, but I can't see the result.
It now rolled a 1d20. Anyway, you can stop trying. It is actually immune to cold damage.
Oh.
And does your
Well-
axe do slashing damage?
Yeah.
That's a bummer.
Oh man, it split again.
Mm-hmm.
Would you rather fight 100 tiny slimes or one big slime?
It's a good question.
All right. Yep, so that happened. Helga does this really cool epic thing that just cleaves it in twain, and then the little slimies just go at you. They go
Wow, I hate it.
Yep. So that's going to be the end of your turn, because that was your action and bonus action. You have another attack, if you so desire.
Yeah, seeing that that slashing thing is not quite working, I'm gonna switch to try a javelin.
All right, go stab.
That's piercing instead of slashing.
It most certainly is. Go ahead and stab.
I rolled a 23 to hit.
All right, that definitely hits. Roll your damage.
7 piercing damage plus 2 for a rage, so 7, 8, 9.
All right, one of the tiny little oozes doesn't look so good.
Good. I want it to die.
Excellent.
In case you hadn't heard.
Katrina, at the start of your turn, go ahead and roll a dexterity saving throw, please.
That is a. Of course it is. It's an 11.
You just succeeded.
Good.
All right, so you may take your turn as you do.
And I'm gonna say, you guys can go after Kylo Renneth. I feel like magic is a little better for these things. I should not call him Kylo Renneth. You guys go after Benneth. You guys go after Benneth. I'll take care of the slimes.
I'm certainly trying.
And then I'm going to use me last spell slot, I believe,
Mm-hmm.
to magic missile. That way I can hit all 3 of them.
Go for it.
Missile,
And remember,
missile.
your damage is going to be a little funky for each of them. So it does automatically hit. But you... Oh my god. Roll 20 rolled max damage.
It did.
Hell yeah.
Holy shit. Okay,
That's good because the rest of my rolls today have been absolute balls.
each of those did 5 damage. So the one that Helga just stabbed, it just pops like a fucking raspberry, and
It's a pimple.
Like a raspberry.
yeah, you know how it makes that like the grrr kind of feeling in your mouth? Yeah, it does that.
Oh, like a juicy fruit.
Yeah, it's real gross, and just it begins to melt into the ground. So one goes down. The other one's not looking so good. The one immediately in front of you, Katrina, is still going strong. But you did some good fucking damage. Anything you want to do with your movement or your bonus action?
I like where I am. I haven't been hit yet. I'm doing good.
All right.
I could do for some light over here. Finnan
What?
shouts into
Finnan
the
shouts
ether.
Into the ether.
Then you shouldn't have given away your torch.
I mean, fair.
Don't have light spells. That was Soot's area of.
Neither do Gurgur or Rand.
I mean, I have an idea, but I think you casting Magic Missile kind of put that off of the table.
Okay, so this little slime kind of putters over to Helga. Just putters over to Helga. And the big one rears up again, and they both strike out. Who is attacking Helga? Jesus H. Christ! Okay, you two are going back in the fucking dice bag. I rolled a 1 and a 5, respectively.
No. Let them stay. Let them stay.
No, they've been bad. They need to be punished. Anyway, nothing fucking happens. Oh, actually, something does happen. Helga, when you hit that thing earlier, a bit of it splashed out onto you. And you take a number. You actually took 3 acid damage, halved to 1 because you're raging.
Yeah.
Your weapon technically was magical at the time you hit it, so it doesn't take that -1 penalty.
Cool.
Yep, that's it. Benneth's turn.
Benneth.
I'm gonna roll for that bitch. Then and you hear an awkward splashing and a grunt of frustration from the darkness from the darkness to your right, away from the battle. But then you also hear a angry sound, and you feel you feel your whole body begin to not feel good. I need you to make I believe it's a dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity saving throw?
Yeah, you feel your whole body kind of start to burn a little bit. Yeah,
Gross.
dexterity saving throw.
That is an 18.
Should get that
18?
checked out. Might be an STI.
Yeah. Well, anyway, you start to burn, but you shake it all off, and it was more of that nasty sweat slime that hit you.
Blech.
Yeah, nasty.
And you said, okay, sorry.
No, yeah, you heard it. You heard a splashing and a spluttering off to the side immediately after that. However, Gurg is going to use his action to pull out of his bag that he carries on his side a fucking torch.
Hell yeah.
Amazing.
And he lights it, and everyone is happy as he reveals a
More.
soaking Bennett who apparently tried to climb up the thing.
You're my
fell?
new favorite, Gurg.
And he 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Yeah, AFK for just a second, guys.
Sure thing.
You're my new favorite, Gurg.
Dang.
And he has this stone face staring at Benneth. Like, he is not... He was a very pleasant, orcish gentleman when you first met him. That there is no trace of that pleasantness now.
Oh yeah, I figured. This is just how Finnan is.
Oh, yeah. Finnan, it is your turn. At the beginning of your turn, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw. Because you're still in the web.
God damn it, I should have moved. That is a nat 20.
Oh my fucking god, you bastard.
Hell yeah!
Probably still AFK. He rolled a natural 20.
Could I
Mm-hmm.
could I argue using that natural 20 as a simultaneous acrobatics?
What are you
do
trying to
some
do? How about you tell what you're trying to do first?
Boy.
Flinging my
flips.
I'm flinging myself at Benneth.
You easily pull yourself free of the nasty webbing, because there was a bit of it attached to your foot that you couldn't quite see, and that's why you weren't really moving much. But now that Gurg lit up the area, you're like, ah, shit! Pull it off, and you leap down, almost onto Benneth. And I assume you're going to make your attack.
Hell yeah, I am.
Go for it, my friend.
Alrighty.
Feet in the water. Are you swimming or can you stand in the water?
Actually, no, that's right. I should try to go to that rock, actually.
All right, we'll say as part of that, as part of this movement, and with that awesome natural 20, you as you come down and attack, you will land easily on that rock, balanced perfectly.
Yeah, because otherwise I will be completely submerged in water.
Yeah, you're a very small gentleman.
I was gonna say Cat was like
That-
up to her waist.
That is a 19.
Well, that hits. Go ahead and roll damage and add your sneak attack.
That was the plan. Alright, so I'm going to roll, let's see. Roll 1d8 plus 4. And I have to do the sneak attack as a separate roll, correct?
That is correct.
So that is... Whoo, boy! That was very loud. I apologize.
You good?
Good.
So that is 7 for the standard attack, and then a total of 10 for the sneak attack. So a total of 17 damage.
Hell to the yes. As you leap down onto the rock, you do this diagonal cut right across his chest. And as you do, just blood and some other substance spurts out and actually hits you a bit, and it does sizzle. You do take 1 point of acid damage.
Gross. Indeed.
But you cut him real bad, and he goes, "Ah! You fucking fools!"
You stand down now, or I kill you right where you stand. Or, you know what? I could let him do it.
Helga's like, no, growls, no, let me do it.
It is your turn, Helga, actually.
Exactly. So she's like running forward and is like, no, let me.
You're going to attack, you're running at Benneth?
Yeah, I'm gonna, run over, hop down.
Okay. At the beginning of your turn, since you're still in the web, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Yep, let me...
And it is an effect you can see, so technically you do have danger sense.
I got a 16.
Nice. You are unimpeded, well, except for the fact that it's difficult terrain, so you go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and you can get to Benneth just fine as you leap down into the water with a mighty splash.
I want to, like, leap down. Can I, like, leap down and, like, have my hand axe over... Or my great axe over my head and like swing down as I'm coming down.
Abso-fucking-lutely. But as you leave the threatened area of that one ooze, however, that was still standing next to you, or plopping next to you, I suppose.
Plop.
It gets an opportunity attack, which is a 18 to hit. Oh my god, did I actually finally hit someone?
Yeah, that hits.
Oh my god, it's a miracle. You take 6 bludgeoning damage, reduced to 3, from the punch to your, we'll say your like lower calf, because it's a tiny little thing. And you additionally take 16 acid damage, reduced to 8, because of your rage.
So 11.
Yep. All your armor is reduced by 1.
I'm not wearing armor.
You're not even wearing armor. No, your AC is not reduced then.
Oh, Helga's a barbarian.
Some barbarians wear armor.
Helga's a real barbarian.
Real barbarian.
Quit being a barbarian gatekeeper.
Don't be a barbarian.
That was actually really good. I'm
So-
going to give you a point of inspiration for that.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so Helga, you take that little bit of damage, but nothing else happens to you. So as you strike down, go ahead and make your attack. Helga does this amazing flying leap.
That's a 24 to hit.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, roll damage.
That's 13 slashing damage. Let's see, 13, 14, 15 for rage.
Oofer doofers. Hold on, I need to do math.
Shit, let's say I activate the ice claw thing too. Let me go ahead and do that.
You've kind of already rolled you've rolled your damage and your attack, but it will
Oh,
apply to your
well.
next attack. You
Okay.
gotta call that beforehand.
You're right. I mean,
Alright, so that...
I could attack again my turn, right?
Yes, you can. So as your bonus action, you go, "Rah!" and the ice up your blade. And you're slashing out at this gentleman, and you do take a point of acid damage as you strike him, as his blood seems to sizzle as it spatters across you.
Wow, I hate that.
That's pretty gross.
I rolled a 24 to hit.
Again?
Yeah.
Jesus.
15 slashing plus the, what is it? Cold. 2d8 cold.
Is this also with your rage?
Yeah, so plus 2 more.
So 17 slashing plus 2d8 cold. That was a d12.
Yeah, I know, I clicked the wrong thing.
Okay.
I want to roll 1. Roll 2. D8.
Fucking
roll-
cutting into this guy, just fucking him up. Oh my god.
All we needed
So-
was to see him.
And then I'm
7.
gonna say, don't forget to ask about the thing.
What thing? What thing,
The
Helga?
thing that he's
is like-
got.
The thing that he's got.
As you're swinging, what thing?
What thing? So 15 slashing, 16, 17.
7
Per
cold
rage,
damage. Okay, the spikes
7 cold.
slice into him. I got you. I did all the math as you were doing it.
Oh, you're awesome.
Let me see. But to total all of that up, that was 24 slashing damage, plus an additional 15 slashing damage. So that was, like, what?
I was gonna say, how
39?
much damage did I do on my turn?
That was
39?
39 damage in 2 attacks.
Damn, Kit.
Hell
And
yeah.
he looks fucked up. He is not looking good, and he's looking desperate. Katrina, it is your turn as everyone is hounding him. This ooze is still in front of you.
I'm gonna go, Benneth, Benneth, we don't have to kill you. If you just surrender the holy item and come with us, you don't have to die. And then I like to emphasize my point. I turn to the big slime next to me, and I cast firebolt.
Firebolt.
When Cat says you don't have to die, Helga goes, "Huh?" Like, huh?
He doesn't?
Familiar concept to Helga.
I thought we
You'll
could.
have to roll that with disadvantage because you are within 5 feet of the thing you are attacking with a ranged attack.
Okay, so that would be so the first one was an 18 and the second one was a 23. So
Yeah, it hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Hell yeah.
18 fire damage.
Jesus Christ. Oh, also roll a dexterity saving throw for your webbing.
Oof, that's
Yeah.
a 10.
That's a 10.
Yeah.
So you actually failed, so you are restrained, which means your speed becomes 0.
Okay.
I'll say I forgot that until after you had done your attack, so I'll still give you the attack. However, I believe the only action you can take is, No, you can still attack, but your attacks have disadvantage.
Which
So your
I
attack-
already had.
Yeah, your attack already had disadvantage. That's fine. However, attack rolls on you have advantage. So that'll be something for me to keep in mind.
Maybe you'll actually hit me.
Oh, maybe I will. It's actually the slime's turn, so let's fucking see. And would you fucking see that? That is a modified 20 to strike you, Katrina.
That hits.
Okay.
Oh.
So, subtract 1 from your AC. I will let you choose if it hits your armor or your shield. But it does, you hear sizzling, and the integrity of whatever blocks the attack, it takes a toll.
Say it was my armor.
Okay, so your armor has -1 to AC now. And you take 6 bludgeoning damage plus 6, 12 acid damage. Yeah, and your armor is partially dissolved a little bit by that. It's very gross. So yeah, that is what happens with the first one. The other one chases after Helga. And no, it doesn't. 5, 10. It's going to gang up on Katrina. Because it only has a movement of 20 feet. And it has...
And obviously, I'm the biggest threat to them right now.
Yeah, you're doing all this
Because
fire damage.
Fire!
That's another modified 20.
Yeah, so that hits.
Reduce your AC again. 6 bludgeoning damage. And... Ooh. Oh. 23 acid damage from the little one.
Ooh.
Who's unconscious?
Moran. Oh no, wait, it's Cat.
Yeah,
Katrina is now unconscious.
Moran should help her though. Or
Yeah,
Greg.
he probably is going to have a panic attack. We'll see. Anyway, it's Benneth's turn. Benneth is panicking, and so he's going to...
Die.
What was the last thing you were all saying tonight? You can still
I was telling him that if he would just give us the thing, we wouldn't kill him.
Oh yeah, you were like, give us the artifact, basically. And he makes a wild look up at the now overturned table that you can just barely see the leg of sticking over the ledge because you're all, like 10, 20 feet below it. He says, never. They won't accept failure, and neither will I! And he reaches out and touches you, Helga. Just a gentle touch, and yet you feel horrible acidic burning. And he casts Inflict
Ow.
Wounds.
You can die now.
That's a natural 20.
Oh no!
So, yeah, just tell me.
Give me a second, I'll tell you.
At least I get it. At least I get it halved.
I did not mean to roll a thing. I was clicking around at things.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
What's your damage, Mike?
Okay, well that's
Damage.
it's not that bad because you're raging, but it's still 16 damage reduced. 16 damage doubled because of the crit, reduced to 16.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you take 16 damage from that. And he is going to... You watch as his body seems to melt a little bit.
Gross.
In this last-ditch effort, he seems to be trying to run away as he turns into water, almost, except it's this gross, nasty sludge. And he tries to disappear under the water. Finnan, you do have an attack of opportunity.
I was just about to ask if I got one.
Wow, I hate that. Thanks.
We'll keep him here just in case.
That is a 20.
That is a 20. Whew. Go ahead and roll damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy.
That is 10 damage.
That's 10 damage. With a...
I just...
That'll do it.
I watch him start to turn to water. And I just look down, because I'm on that slightly elevated rock, right?
Yeah.
And he's just like, yeah, no.
And I'm just like... Really? No reason to have a meltdown? Stab.
His body immediately reverts back to normal. You take 6 acid damage for reducing him to 0 hit points, and he falls unconscious.
Bye, Benneth.
He is at 0 hit points and unconscious.
Helga, make sure he doesn't drown at least.
What?
Yeah, he's like
Come
he's
on.
he's face down in the water now.
I was gonna say Helga's next move was to like double tap.
Helga,
Well,
no!
we'll see when we get to Helga's turn.
I was gonna say Helga's turns. Oh, never mind. That was an attack of opportunity.
Yes, it was.
It is Gurgen Oran's turn. Oran is going to scream, "No!" And Katrina, you hear that "no" as you are healed. What's actually interesting is that both Gurg and Oran's eyes and tattoos flash that bright, like, avatar state, bright bluish white, as
Ooh.
Oran casts that spell.
I love those days.
Actually, he's gonna rush to
Okay.
Katrina and cast Cure Wounds. So you're healed 9 hit points, Katrina.
I'm gonna pat his hand. I'm okay, buddy. It's okay.
He is, like, almost, like, he's in tears already after seeing you go down.
Oh no!
Poor Beeb.
There is still 2 blurbling masses nearby, though. The threat is not quite gone. Finnan, you're up.
Alright, give me just a moment to double check something. How is Helga looking?
Oh, she's
Look.
looking.
Like, she's in
looking
a
pretty
rage.
good. I was gonna say she's looking all right.
On a scale from 1 to,
60 on a scale of 1 to 61. I'm about a 32.
So actually, he reaches out to Helga and just nudges her with an elbow and says, "Hold him up for me." And as I do
Oh.
that, I'm going to take my action to use Lay on Hands.
Hold him up.
Yep,
Helga's
Oh.
like, "Aw, come on."
I
Whoa.
said, hold him up.
Helga, you feel a little bit better by how many points?
5.
You feel better by 5.
It's not much,
Amazing.
but I imagine that it's literally just that little bit of motivation, like,
Little
it's like when
nibble
you,
of
it's like
HP.
just when you get a hug from someone that you care about. You just get that nice little warm feeling.
If only
Yeah,
there
that's-
was someone who loved me. No.
Oh.
oh man.
What are you doing, Helga?
What am I doing?
Yeah, what are you doing? It's your turn.
I don't know. So I guess, like, since I'm in the middle of my rage, and he's just like very intensely told me like, hold him up, and be like, don't tell me what to do, and then like just drops him in the water. I don't think I picked him up to begin with. So like, just growl.
All right. Do you do anything else with your turn?
Yeah, I
Okay,
guess
do
I'll
the
go
other
get
one.
I'll go help with slimes. I guess move over
Alright.
in that direction.
So that's like 5, 10, 15. You move into the webs, which are difficult terrain. So that's 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. You can just reach the smallest of the 2. Yeah, so
Okay.
Helga just growls at you, Finnan, and stalks off to go help Katrina out.
I just want to punch it.
You just want to punch it with your fist?
Yes, I want to punch
Go
it.
ahead and roll a melee attack. Oh, no, I'm sorry. You don't have proficiency in this, so roll a strength check.
Mhm.
Just roll a straight strength check.
19.
Holy fucking shit. You're also raging, so you would have advantage, technically. Anyway, that doesn't matter. Actually, no, you wouldn't have advantage, because it's technically an attack. Whatever, who cares? So you do 1 plus your strength bonus in damage.
5 damage to just.
You punch it. That's your first attack.
Just want to punch it again.
Go for it.
Punch, 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 punch.
Just
Like
fucking
a
go for
punching
it.
bag, a gelatinous punching bag.
Actually, it's so small, you just kind of stomp on it.
Stop.
Actually, yeah,
I'm gonna curb stomp that slime.
go for
So I'm
it.
gonna roll again to 22 to hit.
Yeah, that does
Oh.
another 5 damage, and you stomp it out of existence.
Amazing.
fucking- Like fucking Dead Space. You just crush it under your feet. For anyone
Hey.
listening who has not played Dead Space, there's a mechanic in the game where you can straight up just stomp on the monsters until they die. Anyway, Helga, that's the end of your turn. Katrina, it's your turn.
I'm going to bonus action second wind.
All right, you heal yourself, what, 5 hit points? Second wind, no, I'm sorry, 1d10 plus your fighter level.
D10 plus my fighter level.
That is correct.
So that is max. So I heal 15 points of 15 points.
Yep, so you do.
And I am going to. I'm so angry at this thing that he's scared or ran. So since my sword is my casting focus, but I'm just gonna this is just for flavor. I'm gonna cast Firebolt, but I'm just gonna like backhand the shit out of it with the hilt of my sword as I cast Firebolt.
I love it.
Nice. Go ahead and roll your attack with disadvantage.
Is 11 to hit.
Yeah, that hits. Roll damage.
Whoop, whoop. Oh, that's not great. 4.
That was enough.
Yee.
You backhanded into oblivion.
Yeah!
And actually, since Benneth lost consciousness, the grease
Web.
and the web disappeared. And that ends, and yeah, that ends combat.
Whew.
So, that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you all so much for being here. If you are listening to this on iTunes, please be sure to leave us a review because it super duper helps us out. And if you're watching on YouTube, be sure to subscribe, leave a comment about your favorite part and your predictions for the next episode. Please go check out our Patreon at patreon.com/dicey-decisions. There is cool stuff, fun bonuses, articles, extra lore about the world. It's great. It helps us keep the lights on. It's awesome. Please. Thank you all so much for being here. Be safe, share some love, and tell a story. Good night.